Hello, everybody. We're going to attempt to jump in here and join the fray. So, it's launch day for 1.0. So, if you were following the Void Knight Sentinel build I was doing last week before, and I was posting to YouTube, so that character is now a legacy character. We're making a new 1.0 character for the online play. And we're going to try Paladin this time. So this will be a new Let's Play and progression series. We're going to be focusing on multi-strike and smite for the two abilities we're going to focus on for our build here. But yeah, let's jump into it. There's a new opening cutscene. I don't really know what that entails yet. But we're going to jump in, see how far we can get. The servers have been, launch day-esque. So there might be some instability, there might be some crashes, there might be some hiccups, but we are playing on day one of the new patch, so that's all to be expected. But yeah, let's jump in.
In the beginning, there was darkness. Only the terror, myself, and the void. I was content with nothing. She dreamt of light, of life, of humanity. We disagreed. And yet, in her world, there were gods. Mujasa of the desert, Largon of the sea, Raye of the endless skies, and Hierot of the frozen tundra. But fate stole Terra away. Without her, there was conflict, then wars. In the end, it was Raye who sought to outshine the sun that would pull the world into his flame. Caught within Raye's gaze were the Keepers, an order sworn to protect Eterra's memory and the power it still holds. They were joined by someone unexpected, a traveler, willing to walk into the flames of war. But why? Was it honor they sought? Power? Redemption? Or was this fate? Perhaps. But no story is quite that simple.
That's a nice little setup there. Uh-oh. Okay, we might just need to reset the game here.
1 hour later.
They may have had concerns a month ago, but nothing could be done. Well, the numbers I heard being bandied around was like they had 40,000 users. Like last month, like their typical concurrency was 40K, and this morning they had over 150K trying to get in. Like, I don't really think you can forecast a 100% would be 80K. So like more than double your normal concurrency. We're in. Let's see how long we're in for.
This land is peaceful. I must warn them before Raye scorches this place to ash.
I guess we have the luxury of taking it slow right now. They changed the quest markers.
Traveler, Azki wishes to destroy us and steal Eterra's legacy. We can't let that happen. We need his help. Your help.
I think we all saw the story campaign to where we left off on the last Let's Play series, so we're gonna kind of rush the story. If you haven't experienced yet and you want to, check out my YouTube channel. We got the whole Let's Play of the pre 1.0 on Void Knight. Yeah, we'll launch the new cinematics. But I'm gonna skip the dialogue boxes as fast as I can. So, basically, we need multi-strike and smite for this build, and I'm gonna run Shield Rush as a movement ability. Which means this is gonna be rough until I get 15 points at least into to the passive tree. But it's okay, we have spin. And what do we do with spin? We win. All right, fingers crossed. I do like the new opening cinematic, although I hope there's some way later on to view the old character cinematics. Because some of those had interesting bits of lore in them. Like, for example, if you didn't play them, the mage character was actually the person that taught the acolyte magic until they got expelled for practicing necromancy. All right, so we're gonna start with 1 point here because we're gonna take 1 point. Well, no, let's just do this. Do this. Put 5 here, 5 in armor clad. Then I can start working on fearless and stalwart. I'm debating about taking Blade Master, but it would require me to sink 25 points into this tree, which is something I probably won't do until farther later in the game because I need to get into Paladin and get a bunch of this stuff. We're going to run Holy Aura, we're going to run Sigils of Hope, so I got to get 15 points in here to get basically all of my abilities. We'll have Shield Rush, Multi-Strike, Smite, so I have these 3, and then Holy Aura, Sigil of Hope. And if I do it right, we're basically going to make the screen just constantly explode. And then maybe I can get a sponsorship with Gunner or something for gamer glasses. Gonna have to write a note for myself later when I upload this. I am gonna need to like trim the first hour footage on the upload. Haven't set up a loot filter yet. I'm gonna wait for a little while.
So much destruction. And for what?
But yeah, if you're looking to pick the game up, you haven't picked it up yet, you're looking for a community to play with, you can purchase it through me. !Nexus in the chat. It gets you either any of the 3 versions of the game currently available. I think it has some of the other DLC packs in there as well. Lurking. Okay, Cigar, thank you. Catch you when you get back. But that does help the channel out, helps me out quite a bit, because credit card companies like to be paid.
Where'd you learn to fight?
And, you know, groceries cost money. The big problem is I like to eat. Really, that's what's quite a financial problem. I enjoy not starving. I feel like that the hammers actually hit going out and coming back.
I'll see you ahead.
I'm gonna take these just for money because we're starting out once again broke. What do we want here? Boop. Let's see what happens.
A few moments later.
All right, next big question is, are we going to be able to get through the camp into the next zone?
Grail was just telling me one there. Both, but not you. They should do this, and our alliance is secure.
Off to go find the other keeper.
To heal Borea's army.
Maybe. I'm trying to think if there's a better way to actually phrase that. Yeah, so again, like I said, I don't know what engine this is running on. But like, let's say, I don't know, but let's say it's Unity, because I know how it works in Unity. So if this is running in Unity, there's a scene that you're being given, or like that is currently running in engine. So when you click on another zone, what it has to do is it has to take your character metadata and move that into whatever the scene is going to serve you next. Which for an offline game, all it's got to do is it has to go to the package on your hard drive, grab the level, load it into memory, and serve it to you. And then with the online stuff, it's got to run whatever online, net code it's got to run to make sure your character, your progress is being saved, your inventory is updating, everything's getting properly moved. And that's probably what's causing a bunch of the problems. Or I just could be talking out of my ass because I'm a streamer and that's what I do. So, I don't know, I'd have to imagine Unreal works along some similar lines, but I've never really looked at Unreal Engine. I've looked at Unity, and I've done some courses with the Unity. And I've poked around at Godot a bit, and Godot is kind of similar. Hammers don't return. fire and forget hammers now. We're gonna have to do some unique hunting later on in the game too to get the full potential out of the build I'm gonna attempt to with this character. We need one specific one-handed sword unique, and we need one very specific amulet unique. Orbiting hammers is kind of like spin to win, right? In a slightly different interpretation. I like the new lighting settings they put in. Well, seems like whatever they've done so far today for maintenance is working. Because this is actually running pretty smooth now that I'm actually in the game. Oh, maybe we'll try Shield Bash for a bit. I do think what's going to happen, though, is we're going to get that second specialization slot, and I don't have anything I want to put in it yet. Might just wait until we get Shield Rush. Shrine over here? Nope. Okay. Okay, another area transition. Seems fine. I haven't seen that error since we logged in.
Good. No.
Get him!
I don't know why, but specifically this game, whenever I'm doing these zone transitions, in the back of my head, and I don't, for those of you that have never played it, there was a Gauntlet arcade game in the like late 90s, early 2000s from Midway. And anytime you switch the map, I had the Dreamcast version. Every time you switched an instance, there was a narrator that would tell you like the zone you were going into. And it was like, you know, now entering the Dragon's Lair. And every time I do a map transition in this game, I hear that voice in the back of my head. And I don't know why.
Blessing.
A buddy of mine had that game on N64. And we used to play it so much, there was 3 of us. We used to play it so much, the N64 would overheat. So we would take it and put it in the refrigerator and then take another N64 and hook it up and keep playing. And then we would just swap them. Which is probably really great for the systems overall, but you know what? We wanted to play. Oh, we got a slab. They've returned the slab.
You're here for the Epoch. Reaching me was impressive, but it's mine. Co-member wing.
This guy's kind of cool. For like a first boss character. He gets one of his wings scorched off so he can't fly anymore, and then he ends up finding this dragon that also gets scorched by fire and gets turned into a griffin. Oh, that's bad.
Epoch is ours! Raya, aid me! Burn!
Yeah, that's what I want to use Shield Rush for. Stun you? Oh, I can stun you. Get stunned.
Raya!
More HP.
Now get me out of here. This is what's best for us all.
The new armor textures look really nice.
With the Epoch's power, I'll finally be able to.
Let's give it a minute and see what happens. Okay, what's the notification on the other Discord? Okay, another update. We're seeing server connections improve from where they were earlier, but they're still spotty. We're hard at work improving the online experience and eliminating the errors that are still cropping up, like LE61, which is the error it's giving us when we're trying to move here. I want to say I sincerely apologize for anyone who was really looking forward to playing online today without issues. We sincerely thought we were over-prepared and today would go differently, but it's always something that you don't expect. Fair. It's very hard to predict what your actual server load's going to be. We'll continue to improve stability tonight and throughout the week to ensure you guys are able to play without the frustration. For those wanting to avoid the online issues for now, the full offline mode is available when launching the game. We'll have a post-mortem to explain what happened. I know the community team is getting ready to announce a thank you item for everyone's patience and for helping to keep the positivity high. We're a studio that always wants to respect your time, and again, I want to apologize for the issues. We're very happy to see that so many of you are excited to play and will continue to push hard to make your support of the game and studio worth it. And this is from Judd, in parentheses, Mox. He is the last Epoch game director, according to the Discord. Although, what I might try, I still think it could be it thinks I'm already there, and that's why it's not going. I'm gonna attempt to go back to the character screen and come back in. This might not be a pro gamer move, but I'm gonna attempt it.
2,000 years later.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, so like the fail to matchmake error is not necessarily the bad error. There was another error where it was like you can't connect to the online services at all. That was the big problem. Man, I'm gonna have to edit this for YouTube when I upload it.
This place. Where did the Osprix go? I'll have to check my surroundings.
Oh yeah, I got Shield Rush, so I can do the whole Scion ultimate down mid lane now if I want to, which I'm a big fan of. I do get a kick out of the Shield Bash skill too, but I don't think I'm going to put it in the build, although I could make the argument I could leave it on just for crowd control, and just not specialize it. And have a little bit of CC on my kit. Yeah, excuse me, I'm the chosen one. Please let me in. You know, the cool thing is, they said in the patch notes they added new mini-bosses. What they didn't say is that one of the mini-bosses was the, was the server backend.
Yes. God.
That was a little surprise for everybody. Yeah, Shield Bash might be worth keeping on my bar once I get the free casting of Smite to work.
Stand down or die.
It'll just give me a chance to lock everything down. I do like that they added in the percentage of HP remaining on the health bars too for things. Maybe if it wants to let us in. Do.
I cannot do that.
Depending how long it actually takes us to get in here, I might need to just end it so I can take a break. If I can get in here, I'll try to get these 2 quests done. And that'll probably, depending on how long it takes us to get into the zone, to get us close to my stop time. How much you want to bet if I start doing my stream wrap up, it'll be like, oh, hey, you're in. Shall we give that a try? Try for the cursed kind of streamer RNG? All right, yeah, let's try it. All right, so anyway, I'm out of time, so I'm going to call it now. We'll try to do a little late night stream later on, see if we can get back on and make some more progress. But thanks everyone for hanging out today on the live stream, despite all the little stops and goes and a lot of the waiting. I appreciate it. If you're watching the re-upload on YouTube and you want to come hang out live, twitch.tv/MrSibs. If you're interested in Last APOC, you want to pick up a copy for yourself and you want to help out the channel, nexus.gg/MrSibs. You can pick up a copy at no extra cost and it helps me out a little bit. But yeah, other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow live on twitch.tv.